Welcome to another edition of Flyer Nation. I'm Tony DeNardis. Today I am joined by Gabi, Hoover, and Sammi Campanelli of the Flyers women's basketball team to discuss the current state of the program and what's next. Gabi, Sammi, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
It's been a crazy month for your team. Keisha Newell accepted a new job at Oakland Division I program. Dodie Dunson comes in now as the new head coach. What's this been like this last month for you two?
It's been really crazy. A lot of unknown, I think, for our whole team, but we've really stuck together throughout it all and just communicated well. And having Dodie come in recently has really been a huge help, and he's really excited to be here, and we're really excited to have him. So,
I'd agree. He's brought a lot of energy in, which I think we needed. So I'm excited to see what he has to offer for us.
And before he was introduced to the university, I saw you guys took some pictures with him. It looked like everybody was having a good time. I know you've had some team workouts too. First impressions, what's that been like?
He's a very high energy coach, which I think is something that our team could really need and keep us very united and keep us in good energy to win a conference championship next year and go farther.
And then Lewis experienced this a few years ago too when Keisha Newell came in and now a new head coach. Are there any fears, or I shouldn't say fears, but anything maybe you're concerned about going into the next year now that there is a transition and you have to get used to a different coaching style, different playing style?
I think there's going to be a different competitive nature within the team because it's a brand new coach, new everything that we kind of have to get used to. But so far he's treated all of us very well, and he seems to have really good high hopes for the next season. So
yeah, he kind of wants to keep going what we've had so far and bring us to the next level, which I'm really excited to do. So
now, Gabi, you moved more into the starting role this year. I think you started every game, but last year you primarily came off the bench. Was that an easy transition for you? Difficult?
It was a little bit difficult because I was in a lot different of a role this year than last year. But Keisha really was a great coach and helped me through everything. And then we have great assistants that were always there for everything that we needed. So they really helped make that transition easy. And so did my teammates as well. Having Jenna Badali, who's been in a position of leadership for so many years, she really made it easy.
And did you know coming into the season that you were going to take on this new role? Was this kind of already talked about?
I was hopeful, yes. It was something that I had worked for and talked about the end of last year. So I kind of worked towards that over the summer to get that role.
And then, Sam, you started getting more playing time, too. It seemed like, now coming off the bench, but, a lot of times you were getting some quality minutes out there. How was the pace of play now getting in?
it was very different for me coming into a high-intensity game like that, and I just never knew when my number was going to be called, so I just had to be ready for that at any point. But any minutes I got, I really enjoyed out there playing with my team. So.
And you were undefeated at home this year, 12-0, 26-4 overall. Last year you won the conference tournament title. Now this year you won the regular season, didn't quite get to that point where you wanted to be. What held you back, if anything, that you can pinpoint from reaching that again this year?
I think there wasn't really a specific thing. I think when it got down to it, that was our third time playing Maryville, and we had just kind of struggled that game. It wasn't our best game, to say the least. It might have been one of our worst. We just, I don't know, just kind of not our best game. That's really all I can say about that.
I'd agree. Yeah, for sure.
Like you say, and that's a good point, too, that you see these teams multiple times, right? Some people say it's more difficult that way because they know how you like to play. Some say it's easier because you're used to it. You guys both agree it's more difficult for sure?
I would say it's more difficult. Yeah, it felt like they knew everything, they know it was like the back of their hand. So.
But even though you didn't win that postseason title, you still got a chance in the NCAA tournament and still came up short there. Was it kind of similar things like you already mentioned?
Yeah, it was kind of repetitive because we kind of did the same thing our freshman year too. So we're hoping this year or next year that we can kind of make it farther and really make a deep run and win the conference tournament with our new coach. So.
And it's going to be interesting next year. Lots to look at, a lot of star talent leaving. Jenna Badali, as you mentioned, she's going to be gone. Taylor Galuza played her fifth year. You two are both sophomores, going to be juniors. And if you're able to provide an answer, are both of you returning next year for sure? So you are going to be here?
Yes.
Okay. So, and then like we say, new coach, and then you don't know exactly who's all going to be on your team next year either. So that's all a learning process, I'm sure, too.
It definitely is, and again, it's just a lot of unknown, which has been kind of the gray area we've been in for the past month. But even in just the 2 weeks that Coach Doty has been here, he's really cleared the air for, I think, a lot of people on our team and just like the Lewis community in general. It's great to have him as our new coach. So.
Yeah.
And Sammi, I'll ask you, because Gabi, you'll be starting again next year, but when it comes to your role, where do you see yourself next year in terms of maybe getting more minutes, making an impact some way? How do you see next year for you?
Yeah, well, that's something I'll definitely need to talk with Coach about, but I'm just hoping to make an impact like wherever it is necessary and whenever they need that I'm willing to do that and just work to be better for my team. So.
In Sierra McNamee, she's not returning either, right? So then that kind of opens up another spot down low, which is where you play. So are you going to stay in that kind of 4 position where you're at now?
Yeah, I'd like to stay in that 4 position because it is where I am the most comfortable, but I also want to branch out and improve my game. But I think we have some really other good girls on our team and probably bringing in some good girls that can fill that spot that we're going to be missing next year.
And you touched on this a little bit too, but goals next year, of course, is always a conference title, but it may be a little different. Like we said, you don't necessarily know what the team is going to look like, but that is still, I'm assuming, the end goal.
I think especially not winning this year really left a bad taste, and especially all of our mouths. Because I mean, having that our first year was just like so awesome, and not having it this year, it gives us even more motivation to get it back. So.
And how much does the team think about that? Because when the season came about, when the preseason rankings came out, GLVC picked you guys to finish first. Is that something you think about, or is it something at the end, or like, well, we came up short?
I feel like we try to not let in the preseason let the first ranking get to our heads at all. Like we knew that that's where we're supposed to be and we're supposed to act like it, but we didn't want to harp on that as much. It does suck having that ranking and then coming up short like that. Yeah. So I think that's something we'll work towards next year.
Now, you two have both played 2 years here. Favorite memories so far? What stands out?
I mean, I think mine is winning the conference tournament. Like last year, that whole tournament was just like one of the most fun experiences I think I've ever been a part of, just with those group of girls, and all of that was just such a great experience to have first year coming into college. So
I would agree actually with that 100%. Just the culture of our team that year, and then finishing on such a high note like that was really awesome.
And what's the environment like? I mean, it has to be a totally different feeling than just playing here.
It's unreal. I mean, I never really experienced something like that in high school either. So kind of just like experiencing that with a group of girls that I love and who are my best friends, and coaches that have had our back throughout the whole season was just unreal. But, yeah.
I think there's something about win or go home at that point too, that everyone's just working towards the same thing, and I think you just get so much closer because of that. So.
Now at this point in the off season, of course, the school year is coming to an end. The season's not all the way till November. What are you two doing right now in terms of getting prepared? Are you resting right now? How does that look?
I would say after season, the first few weeks was more just rest your body, recover. And once summer starts, I think it's work time. You're going to work on all the things you need to work on to get better. We talked with Coach a little bit on what we need to work on specifically, player to player. And then I think as the summer goes along, we'll communicate what we need to work on as a team to get better with that as well.
And you both touched on it a little bit too, but maybe just expanding a little bit more. What do you two feel your individual personal games that you need to work on, or there's something that you've been practicing or you want to get better at?
I think for me, it's definitely my inside post presence. Sierra McNamee was pretty much our dominant post presence, and Cree Nunley were our biggest post presences this year, and that's something I really want to work on to elevate our team to the next level.
I would say for me, we're losing a lot of shooters this year with Taylor Galuza, Tara Galuza, and Jenna Vidali all out. So just working on my shot, dialing in my shot to get more consistent with that would be one of my biggest things.
Now, what about advice for people that are looking to come here, right? Because you have people that recruit thinking that they're going to come and play here for one coach, and then news breaks, and then there's a whole different outlook. But what would you say to them, and why they should still consider, if they're questionable on it, to come play basketball here at Lewis?
I would say that being on Lewis women's basketball, it's like a family. Everyone is super close together all the time. We do a lot together. We hang out together a lot. And just being at Lewis, like everyone's friends here, everyone gets along. Like a lot of sports teams like support each other, which I think is really important. Yeah.
I would say it's just a great school in general. There's a lot of there's so many pluses about it, and the campus is gorgeous. You meet so many great people. Like I've met people here that I'm gonna know for the rest of my life, and you get to do great opportunities like what we're doing right now, that you want to get to do at like a bigger school. So.
And that's the thing too, with it being a smaller school, you guys are always together.
Mm-hmm.
I always see you guys together as a team. So I think spreading that too and letting them know that, yes, it's not just on the basketball court.
Yeah.
That we're sharing great memories, but it's also off as well.
Right. Yeah, I would agree, 100%.
And then, let's see, anything else that you two want to add? And anything that you're what are you looking forward to with Coach Dunson so far now that he's talked to you a little bit, maybe shared what his plans are?
I think like a new era of like him. I feel like the past couple of years we've had so many new coaches, and I'm excited to have someone that will be here at least the rest of the time that we're here, and experiencing what his coaching style is like, and hopefully going farther than we have ever gone before. So
yeah, I think he has really big plans for us, and I think he's really willing to work hard towards that, which I think is really important for our team. So I'm excited for that.
And I think it's nice too because he coached at the Division I level. This is his first time actually as a head coach, so he's going to want it even more, which I think is a good thing for your team.
Yeah. He's willing to do whatever it takes for every single person on our team, which is what we need.
Well, thanks to both of you, and
thank you.
Best of luck moving forward in next season.
Thank you very much.
That will wrap things up for this episode of Flyer Nation, and will conclude this season. You can watch this episode and all the previous ones right here on the Lewis University Television Network YouTube channel.